When I was working for a year, it was my first job, and I was sitting in my office in front of my PC. And outside there was a nasty day, and it was raining and it was cold and so on. And I started thinking. So I was 1 year in this office, 1 year at this company, and I asked myself, well, that was it now? That's it? For the next 10, 20, 30 years, or even more? And the thought wasn't really tempting. The same kind of meetings every day, doing what others told me, doing what my boss told me. The same little boring problems over and over again. The same routine every day was the same. And when I thought back, what did I do last month? I couldn't even remember it. What one day was just like the other, one after the other. So I thought, well, I always wanted to become self-employed. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. And I would like to go for it. My parents didn't like it. We talked about this now and then, and they said, no, that's not good for them. A job was employed, regular paycheck, and it had to be hard. So this was basically their opinion, and it was not only that they didn't understand me, they had a completely different way of thinking regarding this. But I wanted to go for it anyway. So I said to myself, okay, I think I won't give up this job right now, but at a little side hustle, and hopefully this will become bigger and bigger, I will start to become self-employed, and I wanted to create a little company selling surveillance cameras and all the necessary services that come with it. It did sound to me like a great idea. 1 year later, I was sitting in the same office in front of a newer PC this time, and my salary was 3.48% higher, I think. But I did basically the same job. The same routine, 8 to 5. The same colleagues, which were nice. The colleagues, there's nothing to complain about them, they were really great. But all the rest, the job was boring, still boring to me. And my company, I told you before, well, it didn't work. I had some customers, but by far not enough to make any decision that came close to switching over and relying on my own company. It was just a side hustle, and there was some bugs were rolling in, but not enough. So I thought of my parents then, and if they might say, well, see, we told you, this doesn't work, that's not for you. Thinking of all that, I felt disappointed and I felt stuck. Deep down, do you feel stuck? Just like me, years ago. Like life is happening around you, not for you, not with you. You've tried to change maybe, to manifest, to think differently, but here you are, the same place, same weight on your chest. You try to manifest more money and no change. The same amount of money is rolling in. You ask the universe for love, but you're still alone. You journaled, listened to affirmations, spoke affirmations. Sometimes several days in a row, night or when you went to bed, night after night. Maybe even lit a candle or two, still nothing. Nothing happened. And every day the same thoughts show up like old friends. The ones you never invited but learned to live with. They become familiar. You have probably figured it out by now. Maybe it's because of your past. Maybe your childhood was cold. Maybe love had some conditions. Your mother or your father didn't love you unconditionally. They just loved you if you had some good grades and so on. So maybe you had to perform to be seen. And now, part of you wonders, what can someone like me actually expect from life? But let me ask you something. And I would like you to really sit with this. Are you getting something out of this? Out of this situation? Are you getting something from it? Every time you fall into this familiar despair, is there a strange comfort? Is it in a way nice when someone pities you? When a friend consoles you, when you tell a friend, oh, come on, see what happened to me, I wanted to do this and that, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. It was maybe my education and so on, and all those thoughts are so deep rooted within me, and I just can't get out of there. It's not that I didn't try, but I tried and nothing happened. And maybe your friend will say, oh, you're a poor guy, you know. So life is quite hard for you. Does it feel great? Or at least good? But the hard truth is, even familiar suffering is still suffering. And no matter how justified it is, it won't move you forward. And even if it feels familiar in a way, and it feels safe, but there's another life you can think of, right? A better one? Let me ask you another hard question. It helps to decide if you're on the right path and if you are really content or not with the way you go. And I asked this question myself too. If you were on your deathbed, hopefully decades from now, but just imagine you looked back at the life where nothing ever really changed. The life you're leading now, and just project it into the future. Nothing changed, the same old routine every day. Would you be at peace with it? Would you say, yes, that was enough? Or would you wish that you would have tried, at least? Not that your parents had done something different, not that your ex treated you better, or life treated you better, but that you had made a move. Any move. This isn't about to blame. It is about power. Blaming someone doesn't help you at all. The people you were living with in your childhood and your as a teenager and so on, they also had their reasons, and parents usually, most often of the time, didn't want to hurt you. It was just their mindset. They had another mindset, and this wasn't really compatible with you leading a great life. So blaming them, what you can do is just look at it and find out why you are behaving the way you are behaving right now. That's okay. And that will help you. But then you have to take your own responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your own life and say, okay, I had a bad start. Yes, I had a bad start. But right now, I'm making this better. And I still can make a great life out of the life I have right now. And I will do this, whatever it needs to do. And this would be another way, this would be the right way to change something. Because as soon as you realize that you are getting something from being stuck, that's the moment that you also can realize you have the power to let it go. And it won't happen overnight, of course not. You're living with it for some time, so it won't happen overnight. It's not just this, but it happens, and it can happen. And what if you just didn't give up this time? Every time you give up, you confirm the old belief. I can't do that. My parents were this way or that way, and I learned that, and it is deep-rooted, and so on. So see, I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it didn't work. So don't give up this time. Try something simple. Just visualize what life could feel. Just for a couple of seconds, just for 10 seconds. Not what it should look like and how it would be perfect and so on, but just how it could feel like. Safety, joy, movement and peace. And you are getting somewhere. You are reaching goals. Small goals at first, but then they are getting bigger and you're getting used to it, reaching goals. And your mindset will adapt to that. You will get a I can mindset from the I cannot mindset. Don't rush it, give it time. New beliefs need repetition. Old stories will fight back, of course, and the mind will eventually believe what you show it, not what you tell it. Words can be powerful, but if you show the mind your new life, if you visualize it, and if you live it, if you take action, if you're getting out of your comfort zone, that's where real change begins. On the other hand, if you reach the end of your life, decades from now, if you think of it, if you visualize it, and you are at peace with everything that happened to you, then it's great. Then there's no need to change at all. But be honest. I asked myself this question too, and thinking of everything will, at this time, for example, that I told you in the beginning of the video, when I felt stuck with this, not going forward with my new company, and the thought of just giving it up and sitting in this same office for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years whatsoever, this thought was in a way frightening to me. And I said, no, of course, I don't want to do that. Not at all. But so if you are the same, so if you say, no, I would like to change, then maybe I think now is the time to do that. Now is the time to start. Because you can choose something different. Try again and stop waiting for the world. And start trusting yourself. The universe, and this is also I found out over time, the universe will never say, it will not say to you, look at this poor guy, he is so poor, so we'll be getting them we'll be getting him some reward for his suffering. Now the harsh truth is, it will not happen this way. The change comes from within, from you. And even if there's a slight chance that something like this can happen, there's a story about a German guy who played the lottery for years, maybe for decades, and finally he became a millionaire. He won the lottery when he was 89, 8 millions. And the newspapers printed what he said. And he said, what am I supposed to do with all this money now? I'm sick, I cannot even walk. I need medical treatment, I cannot travel. What am I supposed to do with all this money? I'm 89. He was angry. He was very angry and filled with bitterness. Like the universe played a bad joke on him. So don't wait.